Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Sip the Tally Films. And I have a special guest with me. Ryan from the Flock Rundown has decided to join us on this lovely Friday evening to talk about what we witnessed in the first Ravens preseason game versus the Indianapolis Colts. Where we came out on top and what I feel like a pretty impressive game. So welcome back to the channel, Ryan. How are you doing? What's been going on with you over there?
Yeah, appreciate you having me, Coach. I think we're streaming on my channel too, so welcome into everyone watching over there as well. But yeah, man, everything's been good. Just grinding, you know the grind, and happy we got. Yes, sir. Happy we got football back, actual games. You know, we've been covering training camp in detail.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay, you had paused.
I think it loaded. It loaded for a second. Yeah, I don't know what happened. We're good.
But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of take you guys through the position groups, and we'll kind of give our thoughts about which which players performed or didn't perform, or what stood out or didn't stand out. And we'll talk through and see what he saw, and maybe we saw some of the same things, maybe we saw something different, and it's gonna be interesting to see like the perspectives from each position group. Now I will say this, nothing was discussed pre-planned other than the fact that we're going to talk about the position groups. So everything that we talk about, whether we see things the same or differently, it's just natural conversation. So y'all can join us for our conversation here, and we'll go ahead and get started. And we'll start on the offensive side of the ball with the this in particular position group right here. This is the quarterbacks. And so to give you some stats from last night, Cooper Rush was 2 of 4 for 16 yards with interception, and Devin Leary was 3 of 12 with 43 yards and an interception. And I'll let you start first. What did you think of the quarterback performance yesterday?
Not great to start off, but Cooper Rush, I mean, just to get specific with each quarterback, Cooper Rush to me didn't have enough sample size. Obviously, the pick wasn't great. Dayton Wade kind of got bodied too on that. I think they called pass interference on him, which was a little wild, but regardless, I mean, he got kind of pushed down and
StreamYard been acting crazy here for a minute. Lord.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know what's going on.
Did I go out or we both go out?
I don't know. StreamYard just been
both
acting
of them
funny.
were just loading to me. Is that what you saw?
No, I just saw you paused. Cam said you froze. So I wonder, did you freeze on your channel? I don't know. I know when Nitro had Ing Raven on, they kept having issues. But we gonna make this work. We ain't gonna let a certain entity stop this show. We gonna get through this. So the last thing I heard, you were saying that the quarterbacks were pretty much awful. And so where I came from, and you were saying that Cooper Rush didn't have that much of a sample size, and that the receiver got bodied, and he did get called for offensive pass interference, which I thought was just terrible. And my opinion, why are you throwing a kind of 50-50 ball to a guy that's maybe 5'8" or so? But that's the only saving grace for me is what Cooper Rush has done. Oh, I guess it wasn't me. Well, we'll let Ryan get back. We'll let Ryan come back and see what happens. Hey, this is what happened on the live, people. Sometimes they jack up like that. We'll see. We'll let him fall back in and see what happens. We back?
I don't know what's going on, man.
Did it kick you, or you just came out to see if it works?
Yeah, I reloaded in because it just was spinning. I couldn't even see you or hear you or anything. So it might. I guess it's on my end. It could be because I got the camera plugged up too. It might be too much. I have no idea. All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
what was the last thing you heard me say?
Shoot, I don't even remember at this point. We were talking about the backup quarterbacks. You want me just to get back into that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So yeah, my bad. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So anyway, yeah, not great performance from the backup quarterbacks at all. But Cooper Rush, I thought, had a small sample size. I mean, we're only talking about 4 passes here, so I'm not trying to beat him up too much. I'd like to see him play for like a whole half before, and get more sample size before I'm over here saying that he had an awful night. Obviously, the interception, not ideal. A little bit of that was on Wade too. I thought he got bodied, but from Leary's perspective, a lot more sample size. He played, 75, 80% of the game. I was not impressed at all. I thought the entire passing game what do we have? Like 49 total yards, it says
59,
here.
59.
Oh, okay. So what do they subtract sacks or whatever? ESPN's got 49 on here, but whatever. 59, 49, embarrassing. Regardless. So it's yeah, I wasn't impressed with either backup quarterback. I'm waiting to see more Rush before I make a decision. He's also new to this offense. We've heard some up and down moments throughout training camp for Cooper Rush as well. So I don't know. I don't feel comfortable sitting here trashing Cooper Rush already. I think it's way too soon for that. But Leary, we saw quite a bit last season. We've seen him, majority of that game. I'm not super impressed with Leary, but hopefully we don't need these guys, man. I think regardless, we're screwed if Lamar goes out, and that's how it's going to be no matter who we have as a backup. I agree. We get, maybe Rush can hold it down for a game or two, but the reality is if Lamar's missing a month plus, I think we're screwed, man. I think, but that's how it is with all the top quarterbacks. So not impressed with the backup quarterbacks, but still like TBD with Cooper Rush for me.
I will say, and I said this when we was going through whatever we went through a minute ago, the only saving grace for me is with Cooper Rush is I've seen him in actual games go win games.
Yeah, true.
With lesser talent.
Yeah.
I've seen him go win a game or two in the NFL with lesser talent. So that caveat is still there. I'm still not impressed, but that caveat is still there. And keep in mind, he played yesterday with straight twos. So we don't know how he'll look with ones in there. So, but as far as Leary, I don't, in my opinion, I don't know how you feel about this, but I don't feel like Leary beat out Emory Jones last year.
No, I didn't either. I wasn't there like who was tied? What somebody was like really wanted to draft Leary, one of the coaches.
T. Higgins. I mean, not T. Higgins.
T. Higgins. Yeah. It was T. Higgins. Yeah.
No, T. Higgins a receiver.
Oh, not T. Higgins. Yeah. T. Martin. Sorry.
T. Martin,
Got me saying T. Higgins. Yeah. T. Martin. I think we're thinking of the same guy here. But he like stuck his neck out for Leary last year. I remember he was kind of like, almost pushing EDC to draft him and give him a chance. And but yeah, I haven't seen anything yet that's impressive. I mean, he seems like a super developmental quarterback, but we're in the NFL, man.
Exactly. Let's move on out of the dreadful quarterback room to running back room. And so as far as some stats for the running back room, Keaton Mitchell, 9 carries, 68 yards. D'Ernest, 18 carries, 57 yards. Rasheen Ali, 9 for 37. And then Devin Leary, 6 for 15. So a total of 177 yards rushing for 4.2 yards a pop with a long of 23. So the running back room, Keaton, Rasheen, and them probably the two main ones, because D'Ernest is probably just a body to get us through training camp, even though he had most of the carries. What do you think about? And honestly, I would say this: do you think D'Ernest could maybe push Rasheen out?
Do we keep 4 running backs? You mean on the practice squad or active roster? Okay. Yeah. All right. Practice squad.
Yeah.
The fact that Rasheen Ali is like the closest backup kick returner, I think might keep him on the practice squad. It gives a little versatility there. Just from a running back standpoint, I wouldn't be surprised if they like Ernest a little bit better. I didn't hate what I saw from Rasheen Ali last night. I think he definitely whiffed on some blocks. And but I mean, he had some good runs. He had a great kick return too. So I would put Rasheen Ali, just my opinion, I'd put him ahead of D'Ernest. I do think he's a camp body, but I also see Rasheen Ali going to the practice squad. I think we're only carrying Henry, Hill, and Keaton. Agreed. And but run game looked solid last night. Keaton Mitchell looked fantastic, and we've been hearing that all offseason. I thought he lived up to that. I thought he was quick, explosive, decisive. You know what I mean? Routed, and he instantly hits outside, and with his wheels, he hits the edge and he's gone, man. So
Yeah.
love what I saw from Keaton. Really liked all the running backs last night. I just don't think that any of them are going to have any type of significant role, but nobody really played bad at the running back position last night. I like what I saw.
I agree. I agree with you. I feel like Rasheen Ali had he had a bad drive. That drive where a certain person got knocked on their butt was a bad drive holistically for Rasheen Ali, and accommodating with that play on the sack. But he had some bad body language. And I remember saying it in my chat last night. You got to have better body language. Then he had one play go right for him. Then he had the kickoff return. Then he ended up with the long run. Then shortly after the touchdown, and his body language was a lot better. So I was impressed with him as far as keeping himself in the game and having a positive impact on the game later on, because his body language at the beginning when he first got in was terrible. It was like he was about to pout and all this kind of old stuff, because the stuff didn't go the way he wanted to, and he probably was feeling the pressure like, I got to produce or I'm gonna get cut. And he just got into football and played a little better. And as far as Keaton goes, man, I'm just happy to see him back, happy to see him kind of get back to his old self. And if he get a little bit more side to side shiftiness, we'll be able to see him get 7-8 touches a game, whether it be a catch or a run, and get us about 50, 60, 70 yards. Because he didn't get a lot of touches, but I think he most out of his 4, 5, 6 touches and be productive. And you just think about Derrick Henry pounding you for 3.5 quarters, then you get Keaton out there for a little change up, and with that speed, while you gathering up to hit Derrick Henry, he just blow right past you.
Yep, 100%. Just perfect change of pace back, man, which is what Keaton Mitchell, we thought we were getting the entire time. Well, we did get it a little bit his rookie year, but now that he's healthy and back, I think he'll be a perfect complement. But to your point, I don't think he's getting a ton of touches either, but that's why he's got to be a home run hitter and average. What did he average last night?
7.6.
7.6. Yeah. So 7.6 yards a carry. That's beautiful. Yeah. Like let's get him in there and get, like you said, I don't even know if he's getting 7 or 8. I think he might get like 4 or 5 touches, and like maybe 10 snaps overall.
And, you don't want some of them may be special teams.
Yeah. You don't want to give him the ball too every time he's in, because then it's obvious that he's getting the ball. So I feel like maybe like 10 snaps and then he gets the ball like 4 or 5 times. I love Keaton Mitchell. I'm rooting for him to get the ball. I just think, Justice Hill and Henry are obviously some planet ahead of him on the depth chart. So I think, but Keaton Mitchell, 4 or 5 carries, man, that might be all he needs. He takes one for 30, 40 yards. That's a productive game. He's helped us a lot. And he's the kick returner. I think he can be explosive there too. They want running backs back there. Clearly, that's why it's Keaton Mitchell, Rasheen Ali. I think Chris Horton spoke to them running backs being able to see the blocking a lot better too and read the holes. So that so I'm excited for Keaton, man.
Especially since the rule change. I've seen a lot of special teams coordinators, like, they just straight up insert offensive plays. I've seen power, I've seen counter over there. I've seen them make kickoff return offensive plays. That's why they want running backs back there. So I'm cool with Rasheen Ali and whoever they decide. I mean, not Rasheen Ali, Keaton Mitchell and whoever they decide to put back there. Maybe it's Rasheen, but I would hesitate to say LeJounte, because the second person has to have a little girth on them to be able to block if they don't get the ball. So that's why I feel like two running backs would probably need to be back there. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see who that second person back there is. It might have to be a receiver, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So we all good on running back. So we're going to go to our pass catchers. And I got Kolar up there because in the All-Star right here, I can't really judge the pass catchers. Stats-wise, LeJounte had 2 catches for 41. Tyler had 1 for 9. Kolar 1 for 7. Johnson, who was Johnson? Who was, I can't remember who Johnson was.
It was D'Ernest Johnson. The running back. Yeah,
1 for 2. And that's it. So I'm a big incomplete on pass catchers, because quarterback play was so bad you can't really evaluate them.
I know. I'm right there with you. I thought Kolar had a couple good blocks. I thought LeJounte Wester did great when the ball was thrown to him. He had a couple nice catches. One on the sideline where he turned around, toe tapped, and or dropped his heels or whatever. But like, I thought he looked good when the ball came his way, but it was hard to. It was. I watched the game back twice today, and I was like just trying to look at the receivers, but it's just useless, man. Like it didn't even matter. Like it was like I just got bored. I was like, okay, like it, So I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. Incomplete on the receivers. I was excited to see Tez Walker. He had that one like almost catch on the sideline. That was pretty sick, but he was out of bounds. But yeah, I mean the quarterback play was shaky. It would be a whole different situation out there if Lamar Jackson's throwing passes.
Every fade ball almost hit the white line.
Yeah.
The white get back line, the line you supposed to stand behind so you don't be in the referee way. So the receivers had no chance of catching none of them fade balls, and then it was just bad. You would have been better off playing a wing T offense last night.
Yeah. That's why I want Rush to get more time though, because I do feel like Rush is substantially. I know the narrative today is both backup quarterbacks are trash. But I think Rush is substantially better than Leary and would give our pass catchers a much better look, would give the pass offense a much better look overall if he just played a half. Maybe they're trying to conserve Rush. Then they're just tossing the preseason out the way a little bit if they're like trying to preserve him too. So like I don't know. I feel like the receivers would get such a better look and put way better film together if Rush played at least a half.
And he has, like I said, he got a better body of work because he's won some NFL games.
Yeah, he's not terrible.
Yeah, he looked bad yesterday, but trust me, he ain't.
It was 4
he's a lot better than what he put on tape.
Yeah.
He's won some games with lesser talent. Let's go to the topic of discussion today: the offensive line.
Yeah. Great film breakdowns earlier.
Appreciate it. I got one out of Daniel Falele at about 6:30 this morning.
And
Got it as I was walking out the door to go to work, and then I got one from Ben Cleveland at about 1:50 as I was sneaking and finishing in that work. That's why you don't see my face in the second one.
Yeah, you did a great job, man. I watched both of those, very detailed. Love your film.
Here we go. So when he come back, we just gotta know where he started. We know where he started. We did good. We got through almost all offense before it started acting crazy again. So I guess StreamYard just crazy, but we'll get him back in. We're gonna get this thing right. We ain't gonna let it mess us up. Yeah, definitely. Definitely hating. We're gonna let him come back in. StreamYard hating. I might have been froze on his stream since both of us streaming. Let's see. Let's give him a minute. Give him a minute. Coach, what's the deal? I haven't heard from you in a full calendar of Sundays. Hey, I'm here, man. I'm here. Where you been, Bam Star? I ain't moved. I've been in the same spot. I've been in the same spot. Yeah, and PQ still my dog. I just don't root for him when he play us. That's still my guy, except for them 2 weekends when he play us. That's it. Other than that, that's my guy. That's my guy. Appreciate you, Bam Star, though. Appreciate you. You gonna check on him for me, Matt? That's the Harbaugh internet. we gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. In my old age, I got a little patience. You got a little patience. Got a little patience. I ain't no rush. No rush. My phone that I hope he come. Let me see. See if he sent me a message. Make sure everything good. Did you? Yeah, I saw him. I got a video out on him. Bam. What up, Reggie? What's good? I'm trying to wait on Ryan. See if he fall back in here. See what's good. Get him a minute to see what's good on his end. Because I really want to hear his thoughts on his O-line. Even though y'all know most of my thoughts. If you watch the video, y'all know most of my thoughts. Oh, he missing on his channel too? Oh, okay. Thank you, Matt. His channel still live though? Well, I got to be live if I'm seeing. Because I see the people from his chat. I see KBZ and some others from his chat. I know he had said something about his camera. So we'll give him a minute. We'll give him a minute. So y'all tell me before we hear what Ryan say. Y'all tell me, and I'm looking in the chat directly. What are y'all thoughts about the O-line before we get into ours? Because it's rare that I get a chance to just see directly what y'all say because I have so much going on with my different screens and trying to do different stuff and whatnot. So it's rare that I get a chance to just see y'all comments directly. So what do y'all think about the O-line? I see Cam says 66 is better than 77. Boo boo. What up, D-Star? What up, D-Star? What's good? Sound like you just popped back in. Let's see. Voorhees looking good.
We here, man.
Yeah, we good. We ain't go nowhere. We waited on you. I sent some of my people to check on you. They said you was out on yours too.
Call the internet company or something. I don't know what's going on here, man. It's ridiculous.
It's all good. So we'll come back to that in a minute, chat. We'll come back. Hey, see, Ian Raven, he know.
Yeah,
it was tripping Monday with whatever day that was. He was on with Nitro.
Maybe it's StreamYard, man. Maybe
I think it is
I gotta
StreamYard.
change my blame. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had this many
StreamYard.
problems. It kicked me out like twice now. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I think it's StreamYard.
That's
But
great. Anyway, offensive
I didn't hear
line, right?
I didn't hear you say anything about the O-line. So right when you got
shoot.
ready to talk about the O-line, that's when it went out. So whatever your O-line thoughts was, we didn't get to hear any of it.
All right. Yeah, cool. So overall, not terrible. I thought I know a lot of people are hard on Fa'alele today. I think he definitely had some bad reps. Not everything was terrible. I guess my biggest concern with him is that there's no competition there. Like that and I've been saying that all off season long where I'm like, man, I just wish we had someone to compete there because if there was a better option, we could obviously see it, and I just don't think that there's anyone even pushing. I guess maybe they brought in Emory Jones Jr. to push the right guard spot, but he's not going to be playing. If he is playing, he's not going to have a big role since he's been inactive. But not the best showing in a small sample size from Fa'alele. Not the end of the world either, though. I think that is the biggest weakness on our team is that guard play, though. I actually thought Voorhees. I didn't talk about this enough in my post game reaction, but going back today and looking, I actually thought Voorhees played really solid. I really did not see anything that I was super concerned about. I was more concerned with the right guard spot, actually. But there's a competition at left guard, and the guy competing with Voorhees, Ben Cleveland, looked pretty solid too. I mean, couple bad reps I saw on your film breakdown too. I know he's not perfect, but I think Ben Cleveland looked strong. He was moving some people throughout that game. And but I also thought Voorhees played great. Like I don't think Voorhees did anything to like lose the job, and from everything we're hearing, he's in the lead. So I thought Voorhees looked good enough to be the left guard. So I'm a little bit more concerned with the right side, which is the same narrative as last year. I swear I was saying that like the entire year, but here we are again. And it's just a lack of competition for me. It kind of drives me nuts. Like I really want there, and Fa'alele is not a natural right guard. Like they threw him in last year, so he's kind of an experimental right guard. And it went okay last year, a lot of ups and downs. And we're starting to early, it's very small sample size, by the way. It is still early, but definitely seeing some of those same ups and downs, and just don't feel like a guy that big should be getting tossed like that. But it is what it is. I don't know who's competing at that spot. So I think that's what we're stuck with at this point. Moving on to who else? Noteboom looks solid. I thought he looked pretty good. He's obviously not going to be starting, but I mean, for a veteran swing tackle that could fill in if there's any injuries, I didn't hate it. I thought he held his own. They took him out pretty early too, which is usually a good sign.
Mhm.
Who else? Who else we talking about? Center. I didn't love the backup centers. Who is it? Like Bullock?
St. Mac and Bullock.
Yeah, I thought Bullock was a little like slow getting downfield and making his decisions a few times, but I mean, I guess they're competing for the backup. Do we even carry a backup center? We could probably play Ben Cleveland a backup center. He
Ben
ran.
Cleveland probably is the backup center.
Yeah, so like, are we even carrying one of those other guys? I'm not sure, but I mean, just collectively from the offensive line, it wasn't a terrible night. And we're missing our two best linemen, obviously, in Stanley and Linderbaum. I thought Rosengarten did okay, very small sample size. Obviously, had that one on that from anybody. I think Fa'alele, Rosengarten, Rasheen Ali, all kind of blew their assignments on that rep. But yeah, I mean,
you just chalk that rep up to a good rep for the Colts because the whole right side just kind of was bad, and the whole left side for the Colts was good. That was just a good rep for them.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it was a solid night. We obviously ran for 177 on the ground, and even in the pass game, it wasn't that like the quarterbacks were running for their life.
Right.
I really just didn't think that it was the pass. Yes, there's bad reps. There's always going to be bad reps, but overall, the pass protection wasn't awful. It was just lack of like awareness and decision making downfield. I feel like from the QBs more than anything. What do you think?
What I was going to say, which makes the QB situation even worse because they weren't. I mean, you had, like you said, they had some bad O-line reps, but it wasn't constantly, which makes Devin Leary look to me that much worse
because he wasn't running for his life. Exactly. You can't blame that on the offensive line.
Now I will say, I liked what I saw to Carson Vincent. Is he ready? No, he's not ready. I think Ben Cleveland played better than Fa'alele. I'm going to hold judgment on Voorhees until I like specifically just lock in on Voorhees, which I'll probably do later on tonight or in the morning. I like what I saw to Noteboom. People have said Rosengarten didn't play very well from the naked eye. I felt like he was okay other than that play, but I hadn't locked in specifically on him as well. I didn't like what I got out of the center play holistically. I did like when they were double teaming with Ben Cleveland and Fa'alele. When they were in solo blocks, they were getting beat. But when they were doubling with one of the guards, I felt like both centers were okay. But I really liked the flash of Vincent. I like Ben Cleveland, the touchdown drive for Rasheen Ali. That was a great Ben Cleveland drive. And Fa'alele, to me, even though he had that, didn't look the greatest, when you look at some technical stuff that he didn't do last year, he looked better at it. He's still not where I feel like he needs to be a starter. But when you look at his footwork, that was a little bit better. His hand placement was still atrocious, but I saw growth, not as much growth as I feel like I should have seen from a player that played all 17 or 18 games and then had an offseason knowing you're going to be the starter. I ain't seen the growth I need to see, but I saw a little bit of growth, which is it is what it is. But we still got a long way to go up front, and I feel like all three of those guys should be in a competition, not just Ben Cleveland and Voorhees. I feel like all three of them should be competing with each other.
Yeah, to not have any right guard competition. I mean, there's literally no one behind like pushing. So that's what makes me the most uncomfortable. Like if we had a true competition there and Fa'alele was the best guy, awesome. You know what I mean? Like I'm good with it. But he's kind of just competing with his self last year, which love improvement, but like, you know what I mean?
He running the 100-yard dash versus himself.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Which, like, what kind of standards are we talking about here? Then that's all I'm saying is like, I fully expect him to play better, but like the standard needs to be higher for the starting offensive line of the Baltimore Ravens. We're an absolute Super Bowl contender. We have the most stacked roster we've ever had. Like, you can't have holes. And thank God we have Lamar Jackson, who's going to avoid pressure better than anybody out there. So, like, even if your offensive line is average or there's some holes that we have, like, I think Lamar can help out with those, but I'd rather just not have it, because that's how, you know, that random fumble or whatever and the big moment comes when there's
Great.
unexpected pressure because the guard should be handling his assignment and then he doesn't. So anyway,
I agree 100%. Now let's get to the good side of the ball.
All right.
This is the exciting, and I'm not a defensive guy at all. I love offense, but the defense had me excited yesterday, and that defensive line, and it's a long list of names, but I'll let you start off with who impressed you from a defensive line standpoint, not linebackers, not DBs, just either interior guys or the edge guys. Who stood out to you?
Guy on your screen, Ajabo, definitely. I thought he set the edge well. Obviously he had the sack. I mean, he wasn't blocked on the sack, but regardless, good hit, you know. And I think Ajabo had a great game overall, though. I think he set the edge well. I think he was getting consistent pressure. He looked good to me. I thought interior, I was seeing CJ Ravenel flash and get a lot of push. Also, Okoye, is that how you pronounce it? 97. Okoye,
yeah,
Okoye,
something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, CJ. 97 flashing. I thought he had a lot of good reps. Him and Ravenel were getting the most pressure from what I saw. Mike Green, obviously, I thought was fantastic. I'm very curious, like, how quick is it? Because, you know, the Ravens don't love playing rookies right out the gates a ton. I know Starks is probably going to play, like, especially with our Darius going down, but very rare. We saw it with last year with Nate Wiggins. Like, sometimes it takes half the year for the guy to be playing full time. But like, I feel like Mike Green is going to be undeniable, man. That guy consistently is putting together moves I just don't see from any other Raven out there. I don't even think we have a guy like that on our entire roster. That's including
that guy off the field.
The best guy. That's what I mean. Like, how long is it going to take? It shouldn't take long at all. Like, by week 2 or 3, this guy's got to be out there as much as Oweh or something. We'll see. Yeah, he's unbelievable. He just consistently flashes. Adisa Isaac looks strong too. I know he had that sack. I think that sack really is Mike Green getting there and diving. Mike Green got there real fast and dived at the feet, kind of tripped up the QB, and then Isaac finishes over top. So really both of those guys are getting that sack. But Adisa Isaac, first time we've like really seen some quality minutes from him too. And I didn't mind it. I was impressed. I thought he looked good. So big step for guys like Adisa Isaac and David Ajabo, who a lot of people think could be on the roster bubble.
Yeah.
And I agree thought they both had great showings last night. Like, I don't know. You know, I mean, there's still some veterans sitting out there.
I think he is on the bubble, because you think about it.
They are, yeah.
Let's call them all. Calvin Owe,
Oweh,
T-Rob. Them 3 guys didn't play.
Yeah.
Mike Green's a lot. That's 4.
Yeah.
You really got 1 or 2 more spots.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more. Yeah. But right now, that would be Isaac and Ajabo easily, unless they don't like one of them, and then they could either get another roster spot or still some veterans out there too. You know what I mean? I think that's the one position that there's still quite a bit of veterans still out there. But I didn't hate what I saw from them last night, and they're not going to get. I mean, these guys aren't going to be out there all the time anyway. We're talking like a guy like Tavius Robinson is going to play a ton. You know, he's going to play a lot more than he did last year. He didn't even dress last night. So like, that tells me that like he's one of the guys now. Like, you know what I mean? And then obviously Kyle Van Noy, we know what he brings. Odafe Oweh is probably going to play more than he ever has in a contract year. And then Mike Green, we just talked about like how much minutes, how quickly he's going to push for minutes. So I don't know if we need a ton.
God dog it. Somebody type in the chat, stop. Tell them stop. Go out and come back in, Ryan. I've never had problems with StreamYard like this. I don't know what's going on. Never. Never had problems like this. It got to be StreamYard because I remember whatever day that was, Ing Raven was on with Nitro. It was tripping. Got to be. We're gonna make it work. We got 2 positions. We got 2 more positions, and we're gonna be up out here. We got 2 more positions, and we're gonna be up out here. 2 more. So I'll hit these 2 super chats while we wait on Ryan to come back. I got $2 from Pimp. He says, W collab. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Pimp. Appreciate you. And then I also got $2 from 86 Ghost. Says, I saw this guy's video earlier. Now Ryan, good people. Good dude, man. I put out good content over there at the Flock Rundown. Has Ray Lewis starting his live stream. So I think how he says Ray take us out, but we ain't ready to go out yet. I think he just popped back in.
Dude, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like every couple minutes it's just loading.
Hey, I don't know.
I don't even know what to do. The only difference is that I have like my camera set up to it, so like it might be using a lot more power. But
yeah,
I think it's the Wi-Fi though, because when it goes out, like everything goes out. Like I can't even use my phone, so like I'm pretty sure it's the internet provider. So that's
going up and down. So that's what we're gonna blame. We're gonna blame them.
No, that's my fault. Yeah.
We're
anyway,
gonna blame them. We got 2 positions left. We good. We good.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good. It's good Friday night. Our happy hour already has taken place. We're good. So linebackers. And I'm gonna start here because I'm really, even when we drafted these 2 guys, Higgins and Martin, I felt like that they were going to push to make the roster. When I watched their college tape, and my Patreons got to see an extensive film on both of these guys, I felt like they had a chance to make the roster. Now, one of them can't make it now, unless they just, because you got our 2 starters, and you got Buchanan, and then I don't think one of these guys gonna like Martin. I mean,
and
Higgins
Hummel.
Handman Hummel.
I think Hummel's making the team for special teams purposes. I'd be shocked if he doesn't. I'm telling you,
Handman Hummel ain't showed me nothing last night.
Not from an inside linebacker standpoint, but I'm telling you, I think he makes it for special teams. They brought him in to be that special teams ace.
So you think we keep 5 linebackers?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think, I personally think Hummel makes it, but only for special teams. But I definitely
So
I'm on your side with who should make it.
If that's the case, I would keep it. So say we keep linebackers for special team purposes, because normally most linebackers play special teams. So you're right about that. I would keep Teddy, Higgins, and Martin, because I feel like they're faster. I don't know about stronger. They're more athletic. Those 3 guys to me are better. I just didn't see athleticism.
No, 1,000% better athletes
than I saw out of the other 3 guys. And honestly, just from yesterday, the 2 UDFAs looked better than Teddy to me. Yes, yesterday.
Yes, completely agree.
But what do you think?
Agree. Yeah, I thought Teddy multiple plays kind of just like stuck standing there. He got moved a couple times, like when a couple guys, I don't know, I forget who was blocking him, but somebody got their hands on him and just kind of locked him up completely. And then in coverage a couple times, he just seemed like his feet were like cemented to the ground. But he's new, obviously. I mean, I like I said, I don't want to beat these guys up night one. Like, I think, that he's watching that film too, and is going to learn from those plays, and I'm sure the game will speed up. But just talking about last night, yeah, I thought Higgins looked substantially better there was multiple plays where I just didn't like what I saw from Teddy Buchanan. Even Trenton Simpson in coverage a couple times wasn't doing as well as I'd like, which is concerning because I think he's going to start this year and get quite a bit of minutes. So I'm really hoping. I've been banking on a Trenton Simpson leap, after last year. I feel like he needs to learn from it, and we need someone stable next to Roquan, because it messes Roquan up having someone unstable not doing their assignment next to him. So overall, I thought, I'm with you. The undrafted free agent linebackers last night stole the show versus Teddy and Trenton.
I agree 100% in agreement with you. And let's finish out with the DBs before the internet police come back. So DB wise, I'll start here, and I'm gonna say a name that I rag on all the time. And I on this dude hard, and he played ball yesterday. He played some football yesterday. Jadir. He shut me up yesterday. That cat was balling. PBUs, tackling.
He's like the best corner out there.
Yeah, he was on it yesterday. And I know some other guys made plays and whatnot, but as much flack as I give Jalyn Armour-Davis, I had to give him a shout out today, because he did his thing. And who else? There's others, like I said, others stood out, but I just wanted to throw that out there from my point of view. Who for you stood out other than Jalyn, if he even stood out to you?
Yeah, no, 100%. I thought Jalyn Armour-Davis is the best corner out there. I said that last night, like right after the game too. I was like, man, I think it was like 3 or 4 plays. He just like really flashed, broke up the play, quick to the ball. He seemed to have a extra step and some energy. So if he can stay healthy, man, I think he could be productive. I don't know how much he's gonna play. We got a lot of corners. Like, the majority of our cornerback room and secondary in general was not playing last night, but he looked great. Also, didn't hate what I saw from TJ Tampa. He played a ton too. Sure, and a couple times he didn't turn his head around, reminded me of Stevens a little bit, a couple times. But overall, I thought he had good coverage. And I think TJ Tampa, he needs those reps. He needs to play.
He technically still a rookie.
Yeah, this is his rookie year, really. So, like, I think a lot of reps will do him good. He's definitely going to make the team, but he's not going to be expected to play a lot unless we need, unless there's injuries. So hopefully he's not playing a lot. But liked what I saw from Jalyn Armour-Davis and TJ Tampa. Some other guys in the secondary, trying to think. Keon Martin, was it Martin?
38.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was flying around. Keandre Jackson, 39, towards the end of the game, was laying. Dude, he had some hits. It was the very end of the game. I don't know how many people even caught it or were watching that closely, but he stood out to me. So I'm definitely kind of keeping my eye on him. I thought the safety plays too. I know we're moving from corner to safety, but I thought
all the DBs go together.
I thought Bo Braid had a great night. He was flying around. He just consistently finds himself around the ball. Every time I'm looking at the football, there's Bo Braid. You know what I mean? So like that's a good sign. Sanusi Kane didn't do bad either. I thought he was solid. I love seeing that pairing of them out there, man. I think it's so fun. Like, that's they made
preseason worthwhile watching, because they hit people.
Yeah, like that's how I want everyone to play, man. You know what I mean?
They hit people.
I love watching those guys play. That's a tandem out there in the preseason that I'm just excited to watch, because I don't know how much we're going to see them out there together during the regular season. But
you think either one of them can be the third safety?
I did see we just tried out Jordan Whitehead like 2 hours ago from the Bucks. So we're still looking for some safeties. There's Simmons still out there too. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything to say that they can't be. I mean, I would like Braid or Kane to get that job. I mean, I really think that they're hungry. I just like how fast they play, man. Fast and physical. Like, figure the rest out. You know what I mean? Like, the rest is going to come to you. But if you're running to the ball like that, like, good things are going to happen.
Got it. I agree. So, and lastly, what we'll do is we'll send out. So everybody, do me a favor, and both our chat box, put some prayer hands in the chat box for Bilal Kone. Yeah. We wish him for speedy recovery. They basically say he tore everything up, and so hopefully a speedy recovery for him. But it's going to be a long process. and you know, a guy that you work all your life to get on the NFL field, and your first, you know, first taste of that action, something like that happens, is sad. But prayers up to you, Bilal Kone. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Hopefully, you know, everything can be put back and do whatever. Even if football ain't, you know, you can live and be a good man and productive man in society. So prayers to you. And on that note, Ryan, for those in my chat that don't follow you, where can they follow you? What do you have going on over there?
Yeah, just the Flock Rundown, YouTube, X, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, everywhere really. Just yeah, just dropping daily Ravens content. Yeah, man, talking about the team, making update videos and recaps, pregame episodes, postgame episodes, trying to go live. I've been going live like once a week, but trying to up that a little bit. Especially throughout the season, I'd like to get in some type of like regular schedule and go live a lot more often. And we could team up and do lives too, as long as my internet's working, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it offline, especially with the season started. We can lock in a day and do something on the regular.
No, 100%.
I would love to.
Let's do that.
So y'all know where to find me. Sip the Tally here. We got film coming out. Again, Raven stuff here. But if you're a football fan, I got the second channel, more Sip the Tally, where I'll start putting other stuff out now that actual games have started. So starting tomorrow, I'll have other team stuff on the More Sip the Tally channel. So if you just like football content, I know some people don't consume Raven content. That's why I don't mix the two. This channel is strictly for Ravens. But if you like if you're a football geek like myself, that's why I got the second channel. And so I'd appreciate it if you like football to go over there and follow that channel as well. It's called More Sip the Tally. And so I'm going to answer Cowboy Reacts question. You say, hey, coach, why is Harp such a terrorist? 77 shouldn't be on the team. I think 77 saw something he shouldn't have saw. And so that's why he started. And on that note, we're going to end the stream. Bye, y'all.
See you guys.